When did an inside joke with your friends stop being funny? My friends and I had the best lunch table in 7th grade. Like, hands down. Everyone wanted to sit with us because we were always dying laughing about something. We had this whole collection of inside jokes that made us feel like we were part of some exclusive club. There was Purple Tuesday, from when Emma wore that hideous purple shirt. The Great Pudding Incident, when Marcus accidentally flung chocolate pudding across the cafeteria. And about 50 other random things that would send us into hysterics. But most of our jokes centered around Jake. Poor Jake. He was the kind of kid who always said the wrong thing at the wrong time, you know? Like, he'd try to be funny and it would just come out weird. Or he'd get really excited about something dorky like his stamp collection, and we'd all exchange glances. We started calling him Random Jake because he'd blurt out the most random stuff during conversations. "Oh, that's just Random Jake being Random Jake," we'd say, and everyone would crack up. Even Jake would laugh. He'd get this big grin and laugh along like he was in on the joke. We had Jakeisms for everything. When he wore the same Star Wars shirt 3 days in a row, we started calling it his uniform. When he brought these weird healthy snacks his mom packed, we'd be like, "Jake's mom strikes again." When he got overly excited about anything, we'd do this exaggerated impression of him bouncing in his seat. The thing is, Jake always laughed. He'd turn red and grin and sometimes even play up whatever we were making fun of. Like when we teased him about his weird laugh, he started doing it even louder and more dramatically. We thought he was just a good sport. He seemed to love the attention, even if it was because we were roasting him. It made us feel like we weren't being mean. We were all friends, right? Jake was part of the group. He sat with us every day. He laughed at our jokes. He even started making jokes about himself before we could, like he was trying to beat us to the punch. Let me guess, this is another Random Jake moment, he'd say when he did something awkward. We thought it was hilarious. One day I was in the bathroom and I heard someone crying in one of the stalls. Not like dramatic sobbing, just quiet, tired crying. I was about to leave when I heard Jake's voice. He was on the phone with someone, probably his mom. "I don't know why I keep sitting with them," he whispered. "They think everything I do is stupid. Like, everything. The way I laugh, the way I eat, the stuff I like. I can't say anything without them making it into another joke." There was a pause. Then, I know I laughed too. But what else am I supposed to do? If I don't laugh, then I'm the weird kid who can't take a joke. At least this way I have somewhere to sit. My stomach dropped. I feel invisible unless they're making fun of me. Like the only way they notice I exist is when I do something embarrassing. I stood there frozen, listening to my friend cry about how we treated him, about how we made him feel. "I don't want to eat lunch alone," he said, "but I'm tired of feeling like the group punching bag." The next day at lunch, Jake sat down with his usual smile, and someone immediately started doing the Jake laugh impression. Jake laughed along like always, but now I could see it. The way his smile didn't reach his eyes, the way he'd look down at his food between laughs, the way he'd nod along when we roasted him, like he was agreeing that yes, he really was that ridiculous. I tried to change the subject whenever someone started a Jake joke, but there were so many of them. Our entire group dynamic was built around making fun of Jake, and Jake pretending he loved it. We'd created this whole system where Jake's pain was our entertainment, and he was too lonely to stop it.